Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hussein Ahmed Alvi. Today is our mid exam 1. First question we are answering. I am answering. Must explain what does this code do. Explain. This code is actually turning Fahrenheit degree Celsius to Fahrenheit degree to degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. User will give a value, and this code will turn that Fahrenheit to Celsius value. This is our main purpose of this code. So here is some error, we must fix it, otherwise this code won't run. After reading this, I have seen that there is a mistake here. We haven't used percentage %f, because %f is for float, not only f is for float, percentage %f also, and here is also a spelling mistake. And in C, every small details is very much change the whole code to a different thing, and it don't work because C is case sensitive. And for that, now if we make it nicer to understand for everyone, degree Fahrenheit to degree Celsius. Now check, if we give a value, this value -10, let's check. This is actually turning -23.33, but we didn't get this same value. If we want to get this same value, we just have to put 0.4 here. Then if we say -10, it is the same as this value. Now here is some mistake also here, as this is an increasing thing, we must put 0 here. First we have to find the value of 0. So first we must find the zero's value, like this. Control R, 0 is for 77.778. So here will be 0, and this thing will be minus 17.778. 2.778. Sorry, this is for 0. This is an increasing thing, because -10, 0, there is 100, so this is an increasing. In every step 10 is increasing, plus 10 is increasing. Now our next job is to do this, change this code to a top down design. So let's cut this thing, just keep this thing, we need this formula, and cut everything else. First of all, user will give a difference between two rows element. This is our rows. Then user will give this difference between two rows. So make a value. This is an integer type value. So make an int, not int. We will make an integer value of if difference between two rows column two rows element, element, and user will give a lower limit, lower temperature, lower temp, then user will give upper temp, temp, and then columns header name. To make that thing, make column header name, and then make Celsius, make conversion table from Celsius to make this capital C, capital T, F, capital F, capital T, capital C. Now let's fix it. This is our main objective to do that. First of all, we will give an difference. We will take the difference between two rows element. So user want to give this. This is an integer type. So make it. We will make it integer type. We'll give difference, int difference, 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 int difference, print f, difference between give difference between two rows element, first element, two rows, first element, now and scanf function. So this is an integer type, so we are using %d, comma difference. We are addressing this value, so we must use this %, as we are referring to this value that user will give. This is an integer type function, this is not a void function, so this function will return a value, must return a value, return difference. Control V. It's done. Now make the other two given value from user that user will give. Make this thing changing. Yes, this is lower limit, lower temperature, temperature, lower temp. So copy this thing here, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Then again copy this thing, because we have another given value, because user will give upper limit also, so we must have three things. Now let's see, Ctrl V. Here will be upper limit, upper temp, sorry, temp, upper temp. Let's see, Ctrl V. This is an integer. These are not integer type, these are float type. Sorry for that. Float type. If I know it is float. Float. Here must have f, % f for float. Now making column header name. This is a void type, so void column header name, print f Fahrenheit. Control C. We want the first column header name will be Fahrenheit, as the value is Fahrenheit, and the second column name header name will be Celsius. So put this thing from Celsius here to that and give this capital letter Celsius, and from here we have a tab, two tab, T and hyphen and again T. Now here will be a semicolon. This will be the header name. Then we have to give the function prototype name here. Control C, Control V. Let's give them the function prototype. Set load value. Control C, V. There is Control Z. There is a mistake here. I have used 2 parentheses, so actually 4 parentheses. Then void make column. That's almost done. Let's check. I haven't made this. Let's make it. First column name. Here is our table. We can give input here, and let's change. We will change it later. This part we will give it to the next line. Almost done. Our table is almost set. Now for the calculation part. This is also a void type. I put void type. Make conversion table. Control V, second bracket, and give this function prototype. See, Control V, and we need something here. As this is a conversion table from Fahrenheit to Celsius, so we must have float, Celsius, and float, FLOT float, not float. Fahrenheit, and make this capital letter for small letter. Now, as we know the initial and final value, so we will use both will be given by user. So we will use for loop. So for Fahrenheit equals to low limit, low L, and this will continue. This loop will continue till Fahrenheit is less than or equal up L, and every iteration it will increase. This Fahrenheit value will increase plus increase. So increment. This is like this, first bracket, and in this first bracket, second bracket, we will use the formula. This formula we have kept it for this reason. Then we will print the value. Now let's print value. Print here print f percentage, as both side is number and both side are floats. So, and this this is Fahrenheit value, and we will use another value, float value, that will be Celsius value. Let's first make that thing. First value is for Fahrenheit, second value is for Celsius. Celsius, and as we want to print these values below this column header name Fahrenheit, so we must keep the distance same. So we will use this tab here, so that we won't have any problem, and the table will look much cleaner. And we have to put this semicolon. As far as let's see that our code has run I forgot to use then this another way. Let's use it low tem, low temp, up temp, then it will much TEM10. Now let's fix it. This value will be come from here. So this float temp, this is a float type. Float control V equals this float up temp equals this, and this is the increment. So this is integer type, int increment equals this increment that user will give. So make it, we want these values here, so let's put it increment let's use it serial wise so that it will look nicer. Comma up temp. See, load temp will be used first, so load temp first. Now it's almost done. We have to give this thing inside that bracket. See, the prototypes bracket also. Then we will have to use those variables. We can use another variables here, but we have to use some variables here. Now let's run it. Float temp up. Where is temperature? Now check. Then user will give. Here we will want to make this thing. So there, the upper limit, lower limit is -10, upper limit is 100, and the difference is only 10. So where is our code block? Now check it. This is the increment, so increment is 10, and the first element is difference. I forgot to fix this thing. This will give lower temp, lower temperature, lower temperature, give upper temperature, higher upper temperature, temperature colon here. Now it will look good, I guess. The first, the difference between two, first one second row is 10. The lower limit is -10, upper limit is +100. What have I done here? Oh, I forgot to use next line. That is why this is happening here. Next line. 10 minus 10, 100. Somewhere. 10 minus 10, 100. Here is our debit. -10, 0, 10. It will be used for anything the user want. How user wants the temperature to be placed. If he wants difference is 5, then he can make that thing. Let's run it. The difference is 5, and it will starts from lower temperature is 100, upper is plus 10,000. Here is our all the value. This is our code. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum. And here is the code. You can see everything. I forgot to use comment, but as I have mentioned this user defined function, if anyone can read this user defined function, they will be good to go. First of all, this is make tables, make tables element, tables element, element, tables element. This is low limit, give low limit, user will give low limit, will give low limit, low limit is then this here will be give, user will give upper limit, it will be upper limit, upper limit. This is for columns header name, header name, header, header name. And we are using the for loop as we mentioned. We know the lower temperature, upper temperature and the increment, so we don't have any problem for going through this for loop. Thank you, and just cut this and make it much cleaner. That's it. Now it's done. Oh, I forgot to use another comment here. User will give the difference between two elements. User will give the difference between two rows element. That's salam. That's all.